Hey guys, hanging out with my friend Alex Lyons and Hannah Coleman, my new friend Hannah. And you guys are on staff at the South Carolina Baptist Convention. Alex, I don't know what you do. Hannah, what do you what do you guys do for the convention?
Yeah, so I am the creative marketing designer. So I kind of help with our marketing efforts, our social media efforts, and our graphic design.
Awesome. Alex, you and I have known each other for a while. I don't know what you do at the convention. I'm so giving you a hard time.
No, you're great.
No, man. So tell us how you serve churches across the state.
Yeah, so I serve as our creative director, and my role at the convention is to kind of be the brand guardian of how the messaging and the various mediums that we communicate that message across. And so, through visual media, um, uh, we think that that matters as how we communicate the gospel.
Good. So give me a temperature check of churches across the state of South Carolina. What are they struggling with right now? What are they doing well? Kind of give me a gauge.
Yeah, I mean, we have about 1,900 South Carolina Baptist churches. 70% of those are plateauing or declining. And a lot of them are congregations less than 200. And a lot of them need to have be kind of invigorated with fresh energy. And so we are trying to kind of compensate that by trying to develop resources to be able to equip them for evangelism and to re-engage as this one family on one mission through one cooperative effort. Though we have churches that are small or big, or in rural areas or city contexts, we're part of one family, and we can do it on the one mission of the Great Commission to, you know, preach the gospel forward. And so, I mean, it's kind of all over the map. I mean, whenever we do trainings like the training that we're doing this week at our, um, whenever we do trainings like we're doing at various events, we encounter some that could probably teach the class, and some, but most are asking questions that are maybe a little bit more minimal or like maybe the basics. And
Right.
so trying to get the basics right, or just trying to figure out in the ever shifting landscape, especially now with like AI and things of that nature. So just trying to figure it out. So I would say that that's kind of the summary.
So for people that don't know, you at the convention level, you guys are resourcing all the churches across the state. You guys do a fantastic job of that, both on a weekly basis and then regional trainings and quarterly events and conferences and all kinds of stuff that churches can depend on you guys to resource them in all types of areas, from worship to production to all of that. So you guys are really kind of focused on the communications, the art, production, media, those type elements. So you guys do such a fantastic job of serving churches across the state. Hannah, talk to me about the churches that you're meeting with and talking to. What are some things that they're struggling with in the area of visual media specifically?
Yeah, I think a lot of our churches, a lot of the people that are in those positions are wearing a lot of hats.
Yeah.
So it's not their sole focus. It might not even be their primary focus.
Mm.
A lot of people today even told me that my primary focus is music, but I also help with our communications, or I kind of am trying to figure out how to do some graphics and trying to figure out social media. We want to reach younger people, but I'm not quite sure how to do that. So that's kind of what I encountered even today. Is just people being faithful and being wanting to advance the Great Commission and wanting to be on digital platforms and wanting to do modern design and all the things to reach people, but they're not quite sure how to get there.
Where do you think that comes from? Is that the churches looking for a unicorn that doesn't exist? Are there not enough resources to have all the staff members that a church needs? Where does that come from that so many people are wearing so many hats?
Yeah, I think in those smaller churches where people are wearing a lot of hats, probably has to be a smaller church, and then depending upon the kind of demographic that they have, it may not be as valued, but there's somebody that sees value in it. So I think it's not necessarily looking for a unicorn, but really just um, maybe still in the middle of transitioning from only an in focus or in person focus to also digital focus as well.
Okay. So how are you guys what are some of the resources, tools that you guys are providing to help them go more digital?
Yeah, so in the past, the Baptist Convention has kind of produced resources with the audience of the pastor, with the pastor being the gatekeeper, and the whether or not a church participated in a certain resource or training we involved, the pastor was kind of the person that stood there. We still want to fully engage pastors in everything we do, but also now through digital media and through social media and digital marketing, we have the ability to go straight to the person in the pew. So this year, we're focusing on what we're calling the Give and Go initiative, where we're motivating our churches to increase their engagement and in evangelism, and to challenge them in just becoming more cooperative in a cooperative effort. And so what that means for us is that we are producing resources. Example, like right now, we have a site called Have You Heard? And all it is presentation of the gospel with a form that you fill out either in English or Spanish. So there's an English video, there's a Spanish video, and you could just share that, and that's a resource that we made that a person could share on their social media accounts. We're developing different video focuses, video curriculum that kind of are tied in with that lean towards engaging evangelism and cooperative effort, and using new media like Amazon or Prime or Hulu ads or YouTube pre-rolls, and having videos that would run in that would be more evangelistic in nature, and then linking them into a local Baptist church so that they would have the ability. So if a person saw the video and maybe had more questions about Jesus, that they would then tie them into a website that would then push them in that. So not churches don't, a lot of churches don't have that ability to do that. They want to do something to engage people digitally, or have resources to spread the gospel through digital means and evangelize digitally. And so us developing those resources allows a church to participate that, and just communicating what we're doing, how they can be a part of the South Carolina Baptist family. And we can talk to the person in the pew versus 10 years ago, we'd have to go through some committee or something. And not that that's not good, but now we can talk to
All right.
both audiences versus just being limited to one audience.
Good. Hannah, what do you think about the quality of visual media? Why do your visuals matter when you're trying to communicate the gospel?
Yeah, so I would say, people of all different, skill levels can create something good. You don't have to have the most intricate design, the most beautiful graphic design, but it doesn't matter just because it's kind of like the wrapper that makes you pick up the candy bar. You're curious about it, and what we have to offer is the greatest message in the world, and so, it doesn't have to be complicated, but it does need to be something that is clear and that, is aesthetically pleasing in some
Yeah.
capacity and can ultimately communicate the message.
Good. All right, let me land on this. I would be remiss if I didn't ask you about AI and
Sure.
where things are going. So give me a temperature check from you on where you think we are in AI and where we think we're going as it relates to digital media, reaching people.
Yeah, I mean, piggybacking on that really quick, I was just gonna say that Hannah's joined our team as different eyes, different set of design aesthetics that allows us to be, as Paul said, all things to all people to win some. And so, me as a 40 something father of four,
49, I think.
yeah, like I'm more corporate and straightforward and minimalist and simplistic. And so, like, even the stuff that she's designed over the past month and a half that she's been here, like, has been renewed and refreshed.
Yeah.
Because again, she's speaking to an audience that has not necessarily been communicated with. And so, not just the platforms, but the visuals and we had the big hurricane down here in
Yeah.
South Carolina, and we created like this hope yellow, which we have this disaster relief team. They do a lot of like cutting down chainsaws, and their old yellow is like really drab, and like it's like this goldenrod, but like she said, we should have this color called hope yellow, and it's this like bright, vibrant color that breathes life, and it reminds you of like those new like ambulances and stuff. So in other words, what I'm saying is that color is communicating, fonts are communicating, and it's communicating different things to different audiences versus like the corporate, yeah, sure, like straightforward, here it is. That's going to get the Baptists that just want to know when something is, where it is. But like somebody like, oh, stop the scroll because that's interesting
Right.
because I've not seen that from who? The South Carolina Baptist Convention. That's cool.
Yeah.
So engaging different audiences is really kind of why we've brought her on. So because we want to make sure that we're engaging different people in being that one family. As far as like AI though, I would say that like temperature check on that is that I feel like right now it's seeming like people are much more open to it, and I feel like, and that gives me hope. We had a breakout recently with a leader and kind of talking through just kind of how it becomes it's a dream machine, not a logic machine. And so if you view it as that, if it's way of, rather than going to Google and searching, if you're spitting something at ChatGPT to give you an idea, that can help you be a visual jump off point to help you make something that is relevant to your context.
Right.
So yeah, I think that there's much more. I think what I've encountered with our more younger generation that is like our catalysts, which is kind of our college kids that help us, there is a bit of resistance to it because of the fact that it's just like the robots are taking over, I guess. So it seems like my interaction with like Gen Z has been a little bit more apprehensive to it because it's as I guess the kids would say, it's sus. You know what I mean? Like they just don't know. Like
Do you find older generations are more acceptable than younger?
I feel that, I mean, I would say that the boomers don't understand it. I think Gen X and millennials for sure, what I've encountered are the people that are engaging with it the most, for sure. And then, the Gen Zs that I've encountered are much more either they know of it, but they're like, they don't trust it. Like, so it's just very interesting that dichotomy, those bookend generations are kind of like, I don't know about this. Versus yeah, can it make me do something faster? Great. Like,
Right.
today we have a long script for a thing we need a little sentence. Boom. Like, here's a little description. So,
Right.
anyways,
So you in the boomer crowd, in the senior citizen crowd,
nice.
are you?
That's nice. That's nice. I haven't got my ARP thing
Yeah,
yet,
yeah.
so it's okay.
I'm just joking,
No, I know.
man.
That's okay.
I really appreciate you guys.
I
Thank
appreciate
you,
you,
Alex.
man.
Thank you, Hannah. Appreciate it. This has been a podcast presentation of Church Visuals. Executive produced by Carl Barnhill. Edited by Mario Franco. Title and show graphics by Angie Lomas. For more resources to help you visually communicate the gospel, visit churchvisuals.com.